Had to switch locations for this one. My friend with the leaf blower down there just said, hell yeah, it's time to go to work. um, so I'm coming from an off-site location right now, and this is here if you need it. I woke up this morning and found myself in a meditation thinking about the fact that the feeling is the prayer. The feeling is the prayer. What I utter with my words is amazing, and if I could fantasize about an outcome for 20 minutes, that's great too, but it walking around with that feeling is what all the mystics talked about. You know, I get some comments from some people who watch these, and they talk about parts of the Bible, and I think it's exactly right. That's something that, you know, Jesus communicated heavily. If you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you can move a mountain. Like, I hear all that, and that's amazing, but I think the thing that I needed to recognize within myself is that it's not about believing in an outcome, it's about assuring a state. It's not about believing in an outcome, it's about assuring a state of being. Anytime I ever dream upon an outcome or think about a future endeavor, I can't help it. I even at some subconscious level, there's this feeling of debt. There's this feeling of waiting and some sort of eventual redemption, that I will receive what I'm owed or something like that. And I woke up this morning and I just had the realization yet again that the feeling is the prayer. The way you are in your waking life and the assurance you feel within yourself is the prayer to the Almighty, to the universe. It is the feeling that is echoed out. I know sometimes this could feel heady for me, but at the same time, it's hard to articulate this inner architecture sometimes. But for me, when I talk about conviction and belief, is understanding that the things that you believe in just are so. You don't affirm and believe to yourself that, like, you know, this is where I live, this is my job, this is like, no, like, those are parts of your waking life, so you just embody it. And the same thing happens with this feeling of assurance and this prayer, because it's not about dreaming up an outcome and then thinking about it and being like, oh, okay, like, I'm gonna have this one day, or this is what it's gonna look like. It's to me, it's a non-starter. It's the understanding of just like, everything in this moment is working out for me and my highest good. And where I am in this moment is limited by time and space. So I just gotta trust that fact. And the crazy fucked up part about it is that when you trust that fact, you make it so. I toy around with the idea of these laws and principles that so many seem to have such a good handle on, and think to myself, well, they just convinced their inner reality that it was so. It was less about, you know, following some exact formula. It was just deeply sitting within themselves as, this is law to me. And it's the law of assumption. You gotta, is this a helicopter or a plane? Just wait on it. Helicopter. But to me, it's very much about the feeling is the prayer. And how am I in my waking life and feeling supported? And the thing is this doesn't have to feel like blind support. This doesn't have to feel like just being empty and going like, all right, well, everything that's happening is good, so let's roll. It's more me saying to myself, like, nah, this moment right here is for you. And because it is for you, you're not checking out of it. You are deeply living it. You are enjoying the parts that you can enjoy, and you're taking the lessons where they need to happen. But regardless, it is, if you knew it was for you, if you knew that every step along the way was divinely ordered, it would call you to be present. It would call you to live in it and be like, wow, okay, like this is what we got. Cool. You're not on autopilot. You're not going, all right, this sucks. So let me just kind of check out and come back to it when it feels better. You're acknowledging that every piece of this is a link in the chain. The feeling is the prayer. I'm gonna take that with me today, and I'm gonna focus just on my embodiment. I'm gonna just focus on the fact that where you are is exactly where you're meant to be, and that assurance is the prayer that moves more than 50 Hail Marys ever could, you know? Um, but yeah, anything else? That's all I got. Just here if you need it.